Hello everyone, my name is Anita Singh, your science teacher from Shri Rama Bharti Public School. Today I will explain few topics from electric current and its effects. So let's start. Today we'll start with the battery. Now what is battery? A group of two or more cells when connected together with correct polarity it is called battery. A group of two or more cells, you can see here also, when they are connected together with correct polarity, that is called a battery. If it is not, if you can see here, if it will not connect it correctly, like here both the positive terminals are connected, so this bulb is not glowing because it is not connected in the correct way. But when it will join in the correct way, as you can see here, the positive terminal is attached to the negative terminal. At that time, the bulb is glowing. Okay, so that is all about of battery. A group of two or more cells when connected together with correct polarity. Now you can see here for placing, for if you say for the placing the cells correctly in battery, the symbols are given there, one positive and one negative. These symbols are always, when we make this diagram, we always use positive and negative to show the terminal. Now the question is switch. You have seen whenever any electric circuit is there, always a switch is provided there. Always a switch is provided there. So what is a switch? Switch is a device which is used to close or open an electric circuit, and it mainly consists of two brass terminals into which fits in another piece of brass. By turning a small knob in upward or downward direction, it is switched off or on. Now you can see here in the diagram. The first one is showing that the switch, the open switch. The switch is open. And in the second, you can see the switch, the closed switch is there. So you can see here it is a complete circuit because the switch is closed. And here this is the incomplete circuit. It is break here due to the open switch. Now when the switch is closed, we can say on, then the brass terminals and the movable piece of brass make contact with each other. But when the switch is open, we can say off, then the brass piece is not making contact and then we can say it is off. The switches are generally covered by bakelite. Why? Because to protect the user from receiving any electric shock. Now the another component which is there, it is electric fuse. Now, what is an electric fuse? An electric fuse is a safety device which works on the heating effect of current. It breaks the electric circuit if there is excessive flow of current in the circuit. And we can say the electric fuse is the weakest part in the electric circuit because it melts. And hence, when it melts, then it breaks an electric circuit. So, what are the reasons behind melting of fuse wire? First of all, the circuit gets overloaded due to large withdrawal of current. Then, due to high heat, it can melt. Then, if there's a short circuit due to worn out insulation of connecting wires, or if the fluctuations are there in the current in the power supply, then it breaks the circuit and save the line. So the fuse wire, when they melt, this is the turn. This in turn breaks the electric circuit. And what happens after that? The current stops flowing in the circuit. Now, what is short circuit? When positive and negative wires directly come into contact. When positive and negative wires they directly come in contact, a large amount of current will suddenly flow in the electric circuit, and this is commonly called short circuiting. And due to the short circuit, the wires will get overheated and sometimes they catch fire also. And this fire can cause damage to life as well as property. So it can also be caused when multiple devices are used, which are connected to a single socket. At that time also the short circuit can take place. The fuse consists of an alloy of low melting point. So that's why whenever there is overloading or short circuiting, this fuse wire, which is made of an alloy of low melting point, it melts and it breaks the circuit. The wire becomes hot and melts, and it results in breaking the electric circuit. And after the fault is correct, then again it can be replaced. It can be replaced. Nowadays, we are also using miniature circuit breakers, MCBs, miniature circuit breakers. These are also switches which turn off automatically when there is an overflow of current or the current exceeds from the safe limit. When the switch of the MCB is turned on, the circuit becomes complete, and MCBs are very important for the safety of electrical appliances as well as the people at home. Then comes nowadays the cartridge fuses are also used. And what are these cartridge fuses? Where they are used? They are mostly used in the commercial or industrial and agricultural appliances. You can see they are used there and they are known as cartridge fuses. I hope these topics you understand properly. So this is all for today. Goodbye everyone.